Today I'm gonna teach you about this SAP navigation. So every week I'll be coming with one video on SAP Production Planning. I'll be teaching SAP Production Planning as I have experience in the manufacturing industry. So I'll be taking each and examples and everything in the manufacturing perspective. So just stay tuned. I hope this video will help you tremendously. So just stay tuned and just grab a cup of tea or coffee and just stay with me for a while, and then I hope I'll be clearing all your doubts. So I'll be starting with the first one, the SAP navigation. So my agenda will be today's agenda will be SAP logon, SAP GUI, most important buttons, standard toolbar, user menu versus SAP menu, settings, how to add favorites, settings, display T codes, started transactions, settings, how can I see where I am working with more than one session, where I can find help, find correct inputs with F4 click, set parameters, and perform list layout. So if once the SAP installed in your computer, it will look like this. As this we call it as SAP logon icon. So what you have to do is you have to double click on this icon, and then you'll be this screen will be displaying in your screen. So SAP logon pad is available once the SAP GUI is installed at the workstation. Select the correct server. Like there's so many servers. Like we have ECD, which is development, ECPs, production, quality, sandbox. So whatever server you have in your company, you just have to select that and double click on it. So then it will show you the screen in which you have to enter the client user ID and password. So if you are starting for the first time, then you will be provided with dummy initial passwords. So after that you have to enter your own password, and then you'll be set. So once you enter that, you'll be seeing this screen in which this is the command field, this is the menu bar, the standard toolbar, title bar, application toolbar, and the SAP menu. Most important buttons from the screen is this open and close command field, back button, exit, cancel, create session, save data, SAP menu, user menu. So I'll be explaining all these things, what is user menu, what SAP menu is. So user menu versus SAP menu. So what user menu is, if you are working as an super user, or as the SAP consultant at as a PP consultant, if you're working, then you can create your own favorites, and that we call it as user menu. So you don't have to go doing the drop down and selecting that particular transaction. You just have to create your favorites, and then we call it as SAP user menu. And what SAP menu is, SAP menu is, if you the standard, how the standard way you can go to up to that path and click on that. So settings, how you can add favorites in your user menu. So just have to double click, right click, and then insert transaction and add your T code in it. So right click, suppose you have to add MMBE, so click right click, insert transaction, and enter MMBE, and that will be added in your favorite. Excuse me. So but it will only show if you added MMBE. It will show you only the what the transaction meaning is. But if you have to show like what's the T code of that one, so you have to click on extras, settings, and then display technical names. How we can start a transaction? Just have to enter the T code in the command field and press enter, or you can just directly go to your favorites and double click on it. Settings, how can I see where I am? Suppose if you are in the transaction, if you want to see where, in which transaction you're working in, just go to this, click on this triangle and click on this paper and then choose transaction, and now the transaction code is displayed. So you can say, so that's how you'll be knowing in which transaction you are in. Working with more than one transaction, suppose if you have to open two screens of SAP, then you have to click on this one. It will allow you to have another screen in which you can open another transaction. So SAP offers the possibility to work in 6 different transactions. Where can I find help? So suppose if you are in one transaction code in which you have some fields in it, and if you want to know, if you want to know what that field means, so you just have to click on that field and press F1, and then the whole information about that field will be displayed in your screen. Find correct value with F4. Suppose if you are in the transaction and if you're not knowing what value you need to enter it, but you are knowing some kind of that, okay, this value I have to enter in it. So how you can find is you have to click on that F4 function, F4, and then from there, from list of values will appear in front of your screen, and that's how you can look which value needs to be entered in that one. So there's so many ways in which you can sort it out. So suppose if you know plant and you want to search for the material, but you're not knowing that which material you have to enter in it, so you can sort it by entering the plant in it. Perform list layout. So if you are looking for a list of material and you do have, if you want to only see the batches in it or the movement type in it, you don't have to look so many different fields in it. So you can create your own layout, so that way it will be only those data which are only applicable for your information. You don't have to look at different datas in it. So that's how you can perform list layout. So that's how it's going to look like. You suppose if you want to only see material description, you, posting date, you don't want to see which against which sale order or the against which was the price in it, you don't have to see that. So you can avoid that and you can create your own list layout. So that's how you can select which all fields you want in your list, and you can eliminate those which you're not interested in it. And you can save your layout, and that's how, and that will be saved for you only. So you can see the new layout of your list. The settings can be saved by click on this button, enter here layout name and description, mark user specific to the settings only for you. So it won't be bothering other users, so they can do whatever they want, but you can have your own. So easy handling in the sense is, suppose if you have to know, you should know, if you're a consultant, you should know the shortcuts and what all things you can do in a faster way. So there are some uh, commands which you can use it in your daily transactions. Suppose /n is stop the transaction and went back to the SAP easy access. If you are into one transaction, and if you want to um, go out from that transaction, you just have to enter /n. And suppose if you want to open another transaction without closing the one you are currently working on, you have to enter /o. And if you want to close all your SAP, then you have to enter /nex. And if you want to if you want to close out your current session and open another session in the same screen, you just have to enter /n mmbe. System message. So they are if you're performing anything, so sometimes you'll be getting this system message. So what this system message is, if you're getting this red cross, it means it's an error message. It indicates a problem that must be corrected before continuing. Your system won't allow you to go further. You have to correct that, then only you can go ahead. And this green check means information messages. No action is required. SAP is informing you for a particular fact or condition that it's proceeded and it's proceeded successfully. And if you're getting this yellow exclamation, it means the warning message. This indicates that you're missing something or you need to enter something, but if you're not entering it, then it won't stop you. It won't give you a hard stop. It will allow you to continue further. So if log off SAP, so actually it is log off. So what this means is, if you want to get out of from the SAP, you can use the shortcut /NEX, or you can click on this one. So that's it. Thank you very much. Thank you for tuned up to this slide, and I'll be creating sooner the next videos on SAP PP. And just give your support, like, share my channel, subscribe it, so that I get motivated and create more videos for you. I can assure you that I'll be creating videos in a very layman languages and be easy to understand, and surely you'll be benefiting from my videos. Thank you.